Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. Courage is knowing what not to fear. An unexamined life is not worth living. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Ideas are the source of all things. There is truth in wine and children. We do not learn, and what we call learning is only a process of recollection. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Rhetoric is the art of ruling the minds of men. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Knowledge, which is acquired under compulsion, obtains no hold on the mind. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. The punishment which the wise suffer who refuse to take part in the government is to live under the government of worse men. Ignorance, when voluntary, is criminal. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Justice in the life and conduct of the state is possible only as first it resides in the hearts and souls of the citizens. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The measure of a man is what he does with power. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Excessive liberty leads both man and woman to the worst excesses. There must always remain something that is antagonistic to good. Knowledge, which is acquired under compulsion, obtains no hold on the mind. There must always remain something that is antagonistic to good. Wealth is the parent of luxury and indolence, and poverty of meanness and viciousness, and both of discontent. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Courage is knowing what not to fear. He who steals a little steals with the same wish as he who steals much, but with less power. Let no one ignorant of geometry enter here. The soul of man is immortal and imperishable. Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, the amazement of the gods.